Real Madrid are heading into one of the most defining decisions of their modern era, and at the center of it all stands one man who has never been far from the spotlight, Jose Mourinho. This is not just another managerial rumor. This is a potential reset of identity, leadership, and mentality at Real Madrid, driven directly by President Florentino Pérez. And when Pérez personally steps in, it tells you everything. This is bigger than a coaching change. This is about power, control, and restoring dominance. Right now, Madrid are in a fragile state. Back-to-back seasons without a major trophy, no La Liga title, no UEFA Champions League, no Copa del Rey. This is not just underperformance, it's a crack in the club's identity. Real Madrid doesn't rebuild slowly. They react, they dominate, or they explode trying. And that's exactly why Mourinho's name is back. The situation itself already tells a story of instability. Alvaro Arbeloa came in mid-season to replace Xabi Alonso, and now he's expected to leave just months later. That signals something deeper than results. It signals a lack of belief in direction. Compare that to when Carlo Ancelotti or even Zinedine Zidane were in charge. There was clarity, even during pressure. That clarity is gone. And this is where Mourinho becomes more than just a candidate. He becomes a statement. Because Mourinho doesn't come in quietly. He doesn't adapt to the club. He reshapes it. When he first arrived at Madrid in 2010, the club was psychologically second to FC Barcelona, especially under Pep Guardiola. Mourinho didn't just compete, he changed the emotional intensity of the rivalry. He made Madrid believe again. The 2011-12 La Liga title, with record-breaking points, wasn't just a trophy. It was a psychological shift. Now fast forward to today. Madrid don't just need tactics. They need identity. They need edge. They need someone who can walk into a dressing room full of stars and immediately command authority. And this is where Mourinho still stands above many modern coaches. Let's break this down tactically and psychologically. First, Mourinho's greatest strength has always been control. Control of games, control of players, control of narratives. In a squad filled with personalities like Vinicius Jr., emerging talents, and high expectations, that level of control is not optional, it's necessary. Madrid right now lacks a clear emotional leader on the pitch. Mourinho doesn't just coach players, he assigns roles, builds hierarchies, and creates accountability. Second, his tactical adaptability is often underrated. People still associate Mourinho with defensive football, but that's outdated thinking. His Inter Milan side that won the Champions League? Ruthless in transitions. His Madrid side? One of the most explosive attacking teams in Europe. What Mourinho actually does is maximize the strengths of the squad he has. If Madrid's current squad is built around speed, transition, and individual brilliance, Mourinho will lean into that fully. Third, experience in high-pressure environments. This matters more than ever. The Bernabeu is not a development ground. It's a performance arena. Managers like Didier Deschamps or Mauricio Pochettino bring quality, but Mourinho brings scars, experience, and proven resilience at the highest level. He has won the Champions League with FC Porto and Inter Milan, not super teams, but systems. That matters. Now let's address the controversy, because you can't talk about Mourinho without it. His previous spell at Madrid wasn't smooth. His conflict with Iker Casillas divided fans and the dressing room. His recent comments involving Vinicius Jr. also raise questions about his man management in modern football. This is where the risk lies. Football has changed. Players today expect a different kind of leadership, more communication, more emotional intelligence. So the real question is not, is Mourinho good enough? The question is, has Mourinho evolved enough? Because if he has, even slightly, then this becomes dangerous for the rest of Europe. Another key factor is the release clause situation. Reports suggest a clause between €3 million and €6 million in his contract with Benfica. In today's market, that's minimal for a coach of his caliber. This isn't a financial risk, it's a strategic opportunity. And the fact that Pérez is personally driving this tells you he sees Mourinho not just as a coach, but as a solution. But there's internal resistance. Not everyone at Madrid agrees. Some prefer a fresh project, names like Jurgen Klopp or even younger tactical minds. That creates tension within the club's leadership structure. And historically, when Madrid is divided internally, the manager becomes the first casualty. So Mourinho would need more than just appointment. He would need full backing. Now imagine the tactical setup. A Mourinho Madrid today would likely prioritize defensive solidity first, not because he's defensive, but because Madrid currently lacks consistency without the ball. Once that structure is built, the attacking players are given freedom within a system. Vinicius becomes even more dangerous in transition. The midfield gets clearer roles, less chaos, more structure. The backline becomes disciplined, not reactive. And most importantly, the mentality shifts. Because Mourinho's biggest weapon has never been tactics. It's belief. He creates a siege mentality. Us against the world. And at a club like Madrid, where expectations are already sky high, that mentality can turn pressure into fuel. This is also about timing. Mourinho hasn't won a league title in over a decade. Critics say his era is over. But that narrative itself becomes motivation. Mourinho thrives when doubted. And a return to Madrid, where he has unfinished business, especially not winning the Champions League there, adds another layer of hunger. Let's be clear, this is not a safe appointment. This is a high-risk, high-impact decision. It could either reignite Madrid instantly, or create another internal storm. But one thing is guaranteed, it will not be boring. And maybe that's exactly what Florentino Pérez wants. Because Real Madrid doesn't just chase stability, they chase greatness. And sometimes, to rebuild something that's broken, you don't bring in something new. You bring back something powerful, something proven, something that already knows how to win in your system. Jose Mourinho is not just a candidate. Here's a message. And if this move happens, it won't just change Real Madrid. It will shake European football all over again.